What's up? What's up, beautiful people? Back again with another episode here. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. For most of you that do not know, my name is Jasmine. I reside in Mississippi. I'm 35 years old. I have a 17-year-old son. I work as a distribution specialist Monday through Friday. That is my 9 to 5 job. I also basically am a content creator. I run, a business online, basically sharing pretty much a solution, different things like that. I basically love drop shipping. I love print on demand. As you can see here, my shirt, you can't really see, but yeah, my print on demand shirt. I definitely love that. I have a passion for helping people that truly want the help because everybody don't want the help. Just to be honest with you about that. Remember, this is the Truth Matters podcast. Just being honest with you. Also, like I say, I have a solution, but it's up to the people to basically take it if they truly want that solution to help learn how to make an extra income, because it's definitely possible to make an income online and definitely offline as well, especially if you're taking your business offline as well. So, if you're watching on YouTube, definitely check that description below for to follow me online. Check out my website. If you're listening on Spotify, of course, boom, bam, boom. Check the description below. So let's get into it. Definitely won't be before you too long here. I'm going to talk about being a content creator. Basically, promoting your business, whatever you're basically doing. I'm also a fragrance distributor as well too. So basically, whatever you're pretty much doing online, being that content creator, creating that content. Excuse me. So, like most of you probably already know, I started my online journey back in December 2017. Yes, I have made money online. Of course, it's not like consistent. It's every, once in a while, it could be every blue moon. That's why I'm consistent all the time with putting myself out there, doing the best I could possibly do with promoting myself, but also promoting what I have going on, what I basically created as well too. I created a mini drop shipping course, basically giving you my knowledge, my experience, teaching you different things, so on and so forth. It's very affordable, of course, $25, but just wanted to throw that in there. At the end of the day, coming on to this online space, I know I talked about something like this in a previous podcast, but something to that extent, it's definitely not for the weak. We're trying to be in a business. I don't care if it's an MLM. I don't care if you're creating something and you're doing your own thing and this and that and so on and so forth. It's not easy. It's definitely not for the weak. It's just not easy. Of course, a lot of people now, especially on Facebook in their professional mode, all that, people are posting and trying to earn from that. But, don't understand the power of actual creating content, you see. So it's like there are so many different ways to do certain things. You're listening to the people who have been in the industry for so long. You're listening to people who give you these tips and different things like that, like you should do it like this, you should do it like this is what you should have your settings as on the camera, this is what you should do it as, this is how you should basically market, this is how you should basically do your tips and try to do your tips this way. Yes, that stuff basically may or may not work, right? Because it may work for you don't mean it may work for the next person. It's not always possible that way, because 9 times out of 10, like we already know, the algorithm changes. The algorithm changes on a daily basis. It changes maybe I say 24 to 48 hours every time or something like that, or every week or whatever the case may be. So what worked for you probably 2 weeks ago is probably not going to work now. Even though you can provide those tips, and those tips can be definitely helpful at the end of the day. Like sometimes I provide tips or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, being consistent means you don't have to post 15, 11,000 times a day. 50, 11,000 times. No, I don't think that's even enough. I don't know. 50, 11,000 times. You don't need to post y'all posting like that. Just to be honest. It's like you posting against your other posts. It's like your posts are now competing with one another if you're doing that, because you're not giving the algorithm enough time to pick up on that last post. And you're not giving enough time for somebody to come and see your post. And if you're posting so many times a day about a certain particular business or this particular business, you basically are putting all your content into that one day, and you're not spreading your content out throughout the week. I mean, especially for people who have been doing it for quite some time, spread your post out. You can do a good 3 posts a day on all social media platforms. You can do your good morning motivational type post. You can do you a afternoon post about some tips or something like that. Then you can do your post in the evening in regards to basically promoting your business. So you have done 3 posts for the day, and you spread it out on all social media platforms that you're basically on and that you want to put the information on. So that way you're engaging on these social media platforms, at least taking a good 10 minutes out to engage on your timeline. Then you're also engaging back with other people as well too. You got to reply back to comments, because when you're replying back to comments, it also boosts your post back up through the algorithm as well too. Being a content creator, sometimes for me, it can be like, it's like, dang, what am I posting for? Is anybody watching? Is anybody looking? I know it's millions to billions of people probably online, of course, and everybody's trying to promote, and everybody's trying to make money and this and that. Or this person has made $500 for the week, and you should be doing this way. And this person has made $1,000 this week, and you should be doing it this way. But there's also tricks to the trade, because everybody's not going to tell you everything. They're only going to give you bits and pieces. Most people are going to gatekeep. They're going to absolutely gatekeep their information. They're not going to truly actually tell you everything that they're probably doing. They're probably running ads trying to basically boost their engagement up, or boost their views up, excuse me. So they're not going to really just tell you spit, spat, spook, bam, boom, everything. So you gotta basically, and then the thing about all these social media, these platforms, oh my God, I think I said it before, I don't know if I did, but this was just on my mind to be like, okay, let me do an episode on this. Being a content creator, like sometimes I can get into that mode to where it's like, dang, do anybody see me? Do anybody see what I got going on? It's like, then I also be praying to God as well too. Like, I'm definitely putting in the work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm being consistent on a daily basis. I'm engaging, doing this and I'm doing that. God, please send me the right people. God, please align me with the right people. God, send me people that truly want to change their situation. God, send me people that want to make that extra income. And sometimes I get those days to where it's like, man, I might have days to where I don't want to post online. And they be like, well, you should. No, you shouldn't. If you have a day to where your mind and your body feels some type of way, it's like it just needs to rest, do not post, because it will show up in your work. It will show up in your posting. You'll just be posting just to post to say you had posted a day. Really, honestly, you weren't even feeling great. You just posted because you got to keep being consistent just to see if you're going to get those dollars, when you know for a fact you was not feeling great that day. Now, if you got your stuff already set up, like to be scheduled, then that's a different story right there. But if you don't, then you're basically getting your content together and you post and you're not feeling great. Don't do it, because it's gonna show up in your work. It's gonna show up what you're doing online. Then what? And then yes, of course, some people do get discouraged when it comes to like being monetized on social media, or people earning money and stuff like that. And then people tell you, well, you need to do this so you can earn X amount of dollars, and it's like, oh my goodness, this person made this amount. So, okay, what did they do? Okay, this person made this amount. So you telling me they was only online for 3 days? Or is it a lie? Is that a lie? Is that a lie? So you telling me they was on this platform for about 3 days and they made over $900 already? I don't know. Possibility. But are you lying just to say that, to get some people in? Because there are people that can manipulate you in those videos. There are people that will not tell you the honest God truth. There are people that say, oh, I made this in 24 hours, knowing that that's a lie. Knowing 9 times out of 10, they probably made that within a week. But they'll draw your attention in. They'll get you. They'll find a way to manipulate you. People will find a way to basically psychologically get into your head and your mind and say, oh, well, I made this in such and such amount of time. You can too. It's not always possible that way for a lot of people. That's why so many people give up, because so many people have given that dream that say, you can make this amount in so many days. But when they attempt to do it, it did not happen in those days. This is why you got to have disclaimers. Disclaimers mean that the income is not a guarantee, because everything is based off of your work ethic. Your work ethic. That's it. Simple as that. It is based off of your work ethic. It is. So being an online content creator is definitely not easy. You got to edit. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to put this here. You got to put that there. And then it's like with these different social media platforms, like I said, I think I said it before, like I stated, but Facebook is just regular, degular, whatever. Instagram, you got to be all aesthetic, pleasing. You got to be in the rich lifestyle on Instagram. You got to have the bags. You got to have the cars. You got to live in a certain house just for somebody to pay attention to you on Instagram, or just for your video itself to go viral. Of course, one day I would like to go viral, but I would like to go viral for the right reasons. Not the wrong reason. TikTok, you can be yourself. Of course, with TikTok, the app itself is no longer available in the store, but you can use the web browser for that. You know? So you got to think about it. Everybody that had the app and whatever, if they had like 3 or 4 different TikToks, all that stuff is in the app itself. You see what I'm saying? If you deleted that app, you no longer have that information. So if you log in from the web browser, you got to figure out your information, figure out how to get back into your accounts. So I'm just saying, being a content creator, yes, it can be fun. Yes, it can be rewarding. Yes, it can be overwhelming. Yes, it can be like, what am I doing wrong? Yes, it can be, am I doing anything right? Yes, it can be, well, do I need to post like that? Do I need to say that? What do I need to say to grab these people's attention? Well, you need to say this to grab their attention. That still don't matter. You can have all the hooks in the world, the best hooks, just to grab somebody's attention. That don't always work all the time. It do not. It depends on what you are saying on that particular video, just to grab their attention sometimes. It might have to be like, hey, you can win $50,000, and it might grab their attention. I'm just saying. Period, point blank. I'm just saying. Like I said, being a content creator is fun. It's overwhelming. It can be stressful. It can be this. It can be that. It can be like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I not doing? Am I doing this right? Boom, bam, boom. All that different type of stuff. But if you want to learn how to make money, you gotta be consistent. Be consistent means being consistent every single day that you can possibly be consistent. Coming up with that content. If you want to do faceless, do faceless. Try that out. It's working for some people. I'm not saying that it's not. You got to think about people who have faceless pages for like brands and stuff like that we actually buy from, that we don't even know who the face is. You see what I'm saying? So try faceless. Find you some faceless videos that is not of your face. You know how to find videos. Absolutely. But I'm just saying, if you want to do something, do it. We not finna play these games in 2025. If you don't want it, don't ask, don't do it. Period, point blank. Because you don't need to quit wasting people's time. People tired of that. People tired of the info, 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 info. People are tired of that word. How many times you gonna say info and you still ain't gonna do nothing? Half the time, all the information is in the caption or the video, and you still don't do nothing. I'm just saying, but you already know what's up. This was your girl Jasmine, the Truth Matters podcast. Being a content creator, definitely subscribe to YouTube. Follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Instagram. Check the description below on YouTube and Spotify. Definitely stay tuned for another video. Might be doing videos only on Wednesday. We'll see how they go. But I'm dropping this one, of course, this Friday, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So, yeah. All right. Toodaloo.